Chandigarh police have foiled an alleged terror plot after arresting 3 people and recovering suspected explosive material, components that is linked to an improvised explosive device and a firearm from near the interstate bus terminus in Sector 43. Well, the arrests were made yesterday night following intelligence inputs about the movement of suspected operatives allegedly linked to Babbar Khalsa International, also known as BKI. The 3 arrested suspects have been identified as 19-year-old Lovepreet Singh from a village in Tarantaran, 21-year-old Jashanpreet Singh from a village in Tarantaran, and a 19-year-old Prabpreet Singh from a village in Amritsar. Well, according to the Chandigarh police, the suspects were apprehended from an area behind the Sector 43 bus stand. Suspicious material was allegedly concealed inside a tiffin box bag, and during the operation, police recovered around 5 kg of galatine sticks, a detonator, a power source and a remotely operated system, along with a pistol, 1 magazine and 5 live cartridges. Preliminary investigation has indicated that the 3 suspects were allegedly in contact with Satnam, also known as Satta Noshera, described by investigators as a foreign-based handler that is associated with BKI. Police suspect that the accused were acting on his instructions and were allegedly planning to plant an IED in Chandigarh with the intention of creating terror and panic. Well, the investigation is now focused on establishing the exact nature of the alleged conspiracy. Police are questioning the accused to determine how the explosive material was obtained, where it was being taken, what the intended target may have been, and whether more people were involved. Authorities are also investigating the alleged links between the arrested men and the foreign-based handler. Investigators are also examining the communications and contacts to establish whether the suspects were working independently or as part of a larger network. Well, an FIR has also been registered at Sector 36 Police Station under relevant provisions of the Explosives Act and Arms Act. Police have also stepped up security around important locations across Chandigarh, particularly major transit points and other sensitive areas. Well, the recovery from an area near the Sector 43 bus stand has prompted additional security measures, although Chandigarh police have assured the public that there is no need to panic. Officials said that preventive measures and surveillance have been strengthened in order to ensure public safety and security. And the latest case is significant because it comes only weeks after another suspected BKI module was busted in Chandigarh. And around July 26, police arrested a suspected operative identified as Satbir Singh, a resident of a village in Jalandhar's Adampur area. Police had then recovered an IED containing around 1.3 kilograms of high explosive along with shrapnel and ball bearings. And Satbir Singh was subsequently booked by the police under relevant sections of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, the Explosives Substances Act and the Arms Act. Investigators are now expected to examine whether the 2 cases are connected and whether the same network or handlers were involved. Well, the latest arrests have also raised questions about the alleged attempts of foreign-based handlers to recruit young people and establish terror modules in Punjab and Chandigarh. Well, investigators are trying to identify the wider network, including possible associates, sources of explosives, funding channels and communication links. Police are also examining whether the suspects had conducted reconnaissance of any potential targets before their arrest, and any evidence regarding planned attacks, locations or instructions received from the alleged handler will form an important part of the investigation. Well, following the recovery, security personnel have been deployed around key public places and transit points, and police teams are conducting checks and monitoring suspicious activity while the investigation continues. And officials have appealed to residents to remain alert but calm, and people have been advised to immediately inform police about any suspicious objects, vehicles or activities rather than approaching them themselves. The Chandigarh police have maintained that the situation is under control and that further details will be released as the investigation progresses. And for now, 3 suspects are in custody and a suspected terror plot has been disrupted. The seizure of around 5 kilograms of galatine sticks, a detonator, a power source, a remotely operated system, a pistol, a magazine and a 5 live cartridges has made the case a major security investigation. Investigators are now working to establish the complete chain behind the alleged conspiracy, from the source of the explosive material to the suspected foreign-based handler and any other individual who may have been involved. The case also underlines the heightened security concerns in Chandigarh and Punjab, particularly following the recent recovery of another suspected IED. With the investigation still underway, authorities are focusing on uncovering the larger network and ensuring that any potential threat to the public is identified and neutralized at the earliest. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.